All right. What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Monday Halls Live. Man, this is one of my favorite times of the week where we get to hang out and talk about the new comic and pop culture um, pickups from the past week to week and a half. And I'm really excited tonight because I've got two really cool special guests hanging out with me, fresh off of his show that just wrapped a few minutes ago. You should make sure and check out Geek Out with Rosko. He's going to be here with us tonight. And then also another returning fit. And this is his first appearance too. So I'm excited that he's here and he's going to be holding it down, showing off some really cool back issue bin pickups that he had. In addition, I've also got another returning favorite, JT Comic Books. I'm excited that he's here to show off some of the books that he's got and some of what he's been up to in the out in his hunts out there. He's one of the ones that gives Paul a run for his money in the back issue bins in the greater Houston area. So looking forward to seeing what he picked up and what new books he's got. I'm also going to be sharing with y'all's one cool new product that I just came across. I like to share these things, and I've got a discount code for you that should be pretty fun for y'all to utilize. But hey, I'm excited that we're here. Excited that we are getting a chance to hang out, and thank you for being here. Those that are here, L Green, as always, Larry Green, good to see you first in. Glad that you're here. And I'm going to bring those guys out in just a minute, but I want to share just a couple quick things before we get started with what we've got. So here on the channel, Monday Halls Live is the weekly web series where I go over the past week to week and a half's worth of comic book and pop culture pickups. This is the stuff that I'm picking up, and it's not just new books. It's also vintage books. For all those of you who are beginner and intermediate collectors, this is the perfect spot for you to find out some of the stuff that's going on. I also have started to like to offer mini reviews because I want to be able to share with you which books I think are worth picking up, which ones are well written, have good art and good stories, and are worth it, because cover prices have gotten a little bit more expensive since when I first started picking up comic books. In addition, though, we also have our Wednesday night live stream, which is called The Giveaway Show. And that's right, it's all about giving away comic books and promoting generosity in the comic book community. We also have a good time talking about the news of the day, all the different kind of comic stuff that's going on. This week, we're going to be doing my episode from last week. I did get sick this past week, but I'm feeling better. So we're going to be doing The Giveaway Show, episode number 67, and we're going to be talking about Star Wars and some of the recent Star Wars announcements, whether or not we think they're going to make it all the way to the screen, what we think of some of them, but we're also going to be covering other comic news because there's a bunch of it going on. We're seeing all kinds of rumors about Fantastic Four casting flying around. We're hearing that James Gunn is getting closer to his new Superman, all that kind of stuff. So we'll be talking about that. So join us Wednesday, 10 p.m. Central for that live stream. Last but not least, on Fridays, we've got some different videos that have gone live recently. A big congratulations to our friends over at Gold Key Comics for their massively successful Boris Karloff Gold Key Mysteries Kickstarter launch. If you want to hear more about that, you can check out the interview I did with the new CEO of Gold Key Comics, Lance Linderman. That's here on the channel. It's on the homepage, Creator Interviews. Is that series. Make sure and check that out. It was a really good interview. He shared a lot in the story of how Gold Key got resurrected. It's just like, it's one of those beautiful geek happy ending stories. So make sure you check that interview out if you haven't already. Going back to the chat here, and then I'm going to bring out the guys and we're going to get started. But what's up, Brooklyn Born? Good to see you. And Jonathan Dotson, glad that you're here as well. So, hey, thanks for everybody that's here. And for those who are going to catch this later on the rewatch, because I know there's a ton of stuff going on YouTube right now. Make sure that you check out some of the other channels that we're going to talk about over the course of the night, like Geek Out with Rosko, TM Nerdy, Izzyverse NYC. There's a ton of great stuff to watch here on YouTube. But thank you all for those who are here live, and for those who are on the rewatch, make sure and check this out. Also, last thing, I'm going to be giving you a discount code where you can get your own cool covered tees, and I'm going to be sharing about those. I'm actually wearing one of them right now with the iconic Chamber of Chills cover on it. I'm going to talk a little bit about that on my second round. So stay tuned for that because you can get 20% off your own custom cover t-shirts, and we'll share more about that with you later. But let me go ahead and bring out the fellas here, have them unmute themselves and bring these guys out here just to say hi. First up, I'm gonna let Rosko say hi first. Rosko, say hi to everybody.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Appreciate you having me here. Thank you, Carlos.
Awesome. Let's move it along to JT. JT, why don't you say hi to everybody?
What's going on, comic book fam? Glad to be back to the show. Thank you, Carlos, for inviting me.
Nice. Man, hey, it's good to have you guys with us tonight real quick. Hey, so just like in a quick 15 seconds, if you can, just kind of sum up, like Rosko, why don't you sum up your YouTube channel and what you've got going on over there?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm random. No, my main show, honestly, I'm a cartoonist. I'm like an artist. So my main show is called Between the Lines every Monday night at 8:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what we do is we interview either someone from the community, or we've interviewed Kyle Strom from Twig to Trish Forsner to even Ben Templesmith. We, it's a show where we interview the guest and we all draw in the process. So we're drawing as we're doing the interview, and at the end of the show, we show off what we were drawing. And but the main thing is we love the community and the interaction. So we have the community mostly ask the questions, and we also have the in the chat, and then we also have an at-home edition where we love to see people send their at-home editions, like artwork of whatever the theme is. But that's my favorite show to do, and that's every Mondays. But also I love doing these little shorts and just random unboxings and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Nice.
That wasn't short. I'm sorry. My bad, Carlos.
No, that's perfect, man. That's perfect. That is awesome. So hey, y'all make sure and check him out. At some point we'll share a link to his channel here in the chat, and then also I think he's under friends of the channel at the bottom of the homepage here. So let's move it on to JT. JT, tell us real quick about kind of your area of focus for collecting.
Okay, so first of all, man, if y'all want to follow me, it's JT_comic books on Instagram. I do have a YouTube, but I haven't even been on it in a while. I'm letting Carlos have that lane. But yeah, JT_comic books on Instagram. Basically, if you can see behind me, my collection is 90% minority comics. So I do collect some other stuff like Spider-Man and Venom, but besides that, it's all minority comics.
Nice, like very cool. Look who just jumped in the chat here, Mr. Collector. All right, hey, that's a good reminder. Y'all make sure and hit that like button if you haven't already. I'm going to go ahead and get us kicked off. I'm going to share 3 of the books that I picked up from this past week. These are the books that I'd gotten from one of my LCSs. I don't get to the other one as often as I had wanted to. But hey, let me say, Mary Jimenez, thank you so much. Thanks. Mary and Raphael are just a sweet couple. I got to meet them at Pop Culture Power Show. Great couple. And I love how she always pops in and is checking on how people are doing. So let me share these. So I've just got 3 books here that I picked up, and I took a few minutes to read them, so I could share my thoughts on them. One of these is a book that we've probably all, I think, heard something about, especially like if you speculate on comics. There was an error print edition of this book that came out. I didn't pick that one up, but I did. I was intrigued, and I wanted to read the issue. So this is World Tree number 1. This is, I think, just the regular corrected print, as it's known, just the basic cover A. From what I understand, there was about 44 variants for this one. So the deal with this one that caught my eye is, I'm a big fan of that the Netflix show, which actually is coming back. I think it was like on a 4-year hiatus. It's called Black Mirror. So if you have ever watched the show Black Mirror on Netflix, which it's all about technology gone wrong and the dark side of technology. If you've ever watched that show, World Tree reads like an expanded miniseries version of that show. There's a horrifying grizzly. Now, at the outset, that a lot of the stuff I focus on, it tends to be more family friendly. World Tree is not. This is not for kids, not for those under 18. There's nudity, there's graphic violence, there's cursing. But I still do pick up books like this because if there's a good solid story, I want to read and I want to know more about it, especially so I can recommend it. Because if this sounds like your cup of tea, like if when I said Black Mirror from Netflix and your ears perked up, this comic is actually a pretty solid one. It's written by one of my favorite writers, James Tynan, with art by, I'm trying to remember his name, I think Martin Blanco. But it's just a really interesting take. It's a really good solid first issue. I felt like he knocked it out of the park. And I even felt like it was actually a stronger first issue for World Tree than Department of Truth, and I really like Department of Truth too. I'd put it up. I'd say approaching that first issue of Something is Killing the Children, but to me, it wasn't there. But I think if you're into techno horror or kind of the dark side of technology or the what if of what could happen, then this is definitely a book worth picking up. You can still find, I'm sure you can still find one of the 44 variant covers. Like I said, I'm not really like a big variant chaser. I like some of them if I like characters or whatever. But yeah, this is a recommend with the caveat that, remember, it's not an all ages title. And if you're, if you get kind of, if it bothers you, the idea of like grisly murders or school shootings, things like that, this is probably not the right one. Because we've had a lot of that stuff, and I understand that it can be a sensitive topic. But at the same time, I think when there's a creative, solid story and it really feels like it's going somewhere to explore some really solid themes, and I think it's worth reading. And it's art, so it's worth checking out. So here is World Tree #1. Cover A. Also picked up Green Arrow #1. I picked up the David Nakayama cover. I'm really digging these Nakayama variants. I had done a YouTube short reviewing Superman #1, the new relaunch by Josh Williamson with art by Jamal Campbell. That was fantastic. Absolutely picked that up. Well worth getting. Green Arrow #1. I thought it was solid, but as a jumping on point, if you haven't been keeping up with all the DC crossover events, this is going to be a little bit harder to pick up. I found myself lost. I kind of just assumed certain things had happened, and there was a couple things that were, kept me lost on this. So, just a quick, just a thought on it. I think it's solid if you've been keeping up with the DC stuff and you're a fan of Green Arrow. That's great because it's got the whole Green Arrow family. It has a good setup. But I was a little bit lost on it. Last one I'm going to profile real quick is Blue Beetle Graduation Day #6. This was fun. This was a fun miniseries. You know me, I'm real big on the Hispanic superheroes and especially Blue Beetle. With the film coming up, I think he's a great character. I think they're going to do a lot with him. And I'm a huge believer in Zolo Maridueña, the actor who's playing him. I think that kid's a star, and he's been a star since the first episode of Cobra Kai. Yeah. He's like, the kid is, he's talented. And you could tell, when you first saw him, he's going to be a movie star, so everything I've seen of it looks great. This was decent. It was a decent read. It definitely expanded the mythology of Blue Beetle and added a lot more backstory to the interstellar nature of the Scarab, which I thought was cool. It also, this miniseries in issue #2 introduces Victoria Cord, the sister of Ted Cord, and she's going to be like the main villain, played by Susan Sarandon in the movie. So I think it's good because it sets a new status quo for the character. It's not just kind of retreading the high school Jaime Reyes thing. It's taking him on into a different direction, setting him in a new place. It's really doing that thing to kind of try to set him up as his own superhero. And that's important in these superheroes. We've seen them do it with many before. So I recommend it if you're a Blue Beetle fan, or if you're looking for a young adult character that you can kind of relate to, which I highly recommend, especially because, he's at that point where, he's becoming a young adult and kind of that 18 to 23-year-old range. So, good stuff to read. Definitely, if you're into superheroes and if you got kids or grandkids, like I know my son, it's something I would recommend to him because he's right in that age range. So yeah, those are my 3 pickups, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna send it over to Roscoe because I'm looking forward to seeing what he picked up in those bins. Right before I send it over to him, though, quick shout outs: TM Nerdy. I'm excited because I'm looking forward to getting TM on here soon, and yeah. Okay, so let's see. Okay, yeah, lots of good stuff here that you guys are dropping in. Jonathan Dotson, what's up? And then, okay, TM Nerdy says, hey to everybody. And then he says, World Tree was a fantastic read. Agreed. I thought it was really strong. Green Arrow was a fantastic read as well. Okay, cool. Good. I feel like it was a good jumping on point. Yeah. I think
he's a DC guy. So
yes, I'm a DC guy too. I am a DC guy. I drifted away from DC for a while because I was just like, man, I still, honestly, I've got to be honest, I think some of the best storytelling in comics is happening. There's a few exceptions on each side, but in the independent realm, I think is where some of the best stuff is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
agreed.
It's just some really good, bold stuff. And I just feel like they're able to, the writers are able to really kind of cut loose, in a way that they can't. Like when Tynan was on Batman, you could kind of feel that he was kind of
restricted.
Yeah, yep. Definitely. Because it just didn't have that same kind of edge to it that his independent stuff did, his creator-owned stuff. Yeah. Let's see. And then there's Mr. Collector popping in again. Park Place Properties, what's up? Yes. Hashtag Paul's fault. Yep. Like it says hashtag always Paul's fault. And then Southern Comic is Carl's fixing to show his Vampirella books. I don't have any booty books to show off here. My wife took them all away. She said no, sir. I didn't need to share this. I want a giveaway on Instagram, and now I'm like blanking on.
Is that what you tell your wife with those comics too? Honey, I won it. It was a giveaway on Instagram. I didn't buy it.
I really won a Red Sonja, like she was all hanging out, and I was unwrapped as my wife came up here, and I just showed it to her and live on the air, and she was like, she just turned and went back downstairs. It's like, we'll talk later. This is I think a 1 in 25. I'll show you. This is a Perillo cover that I wanted. I need to remember where it came from so I can give him a shout out. Because he had a cool account. Okay. So Roscoe, let's take a look at those books, man. I want to see those.
Okay, yeah. I mean, should I show off one at least kind of new one? Like, I don't know.
It's totally up to you.
All right. Well, you know what? It's all right.
Real quick, Mary Jimenez, I'm gonna talk about it for a second at the end of the show. So yeah. We had a member of the comic community pass away that we just found out about a little bit ago.
Yeah, I found out during my last show.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about Chad in a minute, and then I'll share what some of the plans that I think they're putting out, or that because they're going to put together a charity auction and a couple other things. So we'll do that, or we'll talk about that at the close of the show. So yeah, it's a bummer. It's a bummer. It really is, because Chad was a fun guy, and he was he was just a real fun guy. And he appeared on a lot of channels, a lot of YouTube auctions, had a really loving family. And I love that there was times when he would cancel an appearance for family. And, because family comes first, and it's got to come first. And I just love that about him. So, but we're going to pay respects to him towards the end of the show. And we are going to go ahead and I will share a little bit and where you can tune in, because I think Sands is going to put together a charity auction for him, and there is a GoFundMe, and I'll share the link in the chat. But we'll do that towards the end of the show. So Roscoe, why don't you if you want to do like a new book, feel free, but don't. I love the vintage stuff. It just so happened this week that
right.
I only had new stuff.
Okay, yeah, no, all right, perfect then. Well, okay, a little bit about me real quick. The way
Yeah.
I hunt is I like thrift shops, I like flea markets. I like seeing a comic book long box say $5 or less. And then when it says $5 or less and then it says 50% off, it's even better. So I went to this little thrift shop where this lady had. I was telling Carlos backstage, she just had 6 long boxes, and she's like, "Oh, today they're 2 for $5." I'm like, "All right, cool. Let's see what you got." And so here's the first one. Here we go. We got Married with Children, issue number 1.
Nice.
Got the newsstand. So thought that was pretty cool. And then this one, I thought the cover was really awesome. And then when I got home and saw the price that it's going on eBay, I was blown away. But this is Static,
Oh, wow.
issue number 28. And I just thought the cover was gorgeous. I was like, $2.50. I can't pass this up.
Yeah.
And then I go on eBay and it's like for like real good condition, 50 bones. I'm like,
wow.
But it was beautiful. So I had to grab that one. I was just like, because I'm a cover lover. But so with that being said, another $2.50 was just this beautiful this Alex Ross of the Harley and Joker. It's the Harley special, Harley Quinn 100-page. But yeah, I love that book. And then see, now I love PSA books. I'm also big into that. So this one is the Federal Bureau of Investigation, so the FBI, right? Captain America: War Against Drugs.
Wow.
So
that is really cool. I've never seen that one before.
And then what's really cool is this one's blank, but they would usually, if it was in different places, they'd have that big stamp there of where you can get it at, or like where it would be given available. But present to you by, and then they would have to, the company would stamp it wherever you got it from. But this one was a blank, and I was like, oh, cool. But I thought it'd be neat to like get somewhere like like somewhere random, like in like I don't know, like Wyoming or something. I don't know, you know what I mean? Just like, this is at the so and so. Like, okay, so the last one I'm going to save is a key, but this one's old. This is an old 10-cent Secrets of Young Brides.
Nice.
Wow.
I love those old romance covers, man. Those books are awesome. What does it say? Don't miss the unusual story of the thrilling romance mail order bride.
Yes.
Nice.
Leave me alone. Come on, baby. Just give me some sugar.
Right.
And then, but what's great here too is Wanted, and it says Australian rancher. It says Australian rancher wants to correspond with a young lady who will like to share his life. Oh man, this is great. Yeah, so I couldn't pass this up. I mean,
that is awesome.
So, and then the last one here was first appearance of a weird character, Dupe. But X-Force 116.
Oh yeah.
So the little green weirdo that looks like Slimer.
Yeah.
Right.
This is his first appearance, and I've wanted this for a while, but it was like, it's like $20, on eBay and stuff, and
yeah.
But $2.50, and I was like, yes. So all these I got for, like I said, $2.50.
Those are awesome. Those are awesome.
So,
okay, so we got a question in the chat. All right, so have you read the Mail Order Bride story yet?
No, I have not.
Okay, you need to read it at some point and report back.
I'm going to do a review on my channel. I'll do a review.
There you go. You need to do a review of the Mail Order Bride story.
I'll read it. I'll read it too, and I'll show the pictures and give voices for everyone. It's going to be a thing now. Oh wow, I thought it was going to be in black and white. This is full color. Oh, this guy's up to no good. This guy.
Everybody is like on the edge of their seat waiting. Uh-oh. Yeah.
I cannot believe it. He's like walking away. She's like, did you see that creep?
I know, right?
What did she call me? Like, you know.
I'll show her.
But yeah, this is. Oh man, I'm definitely gonna
That's
check
awesome.
this out.
What's up, Weapon X? Good to see you. Bottom tier collector, glad that you're here as well. Oh no. Oh no. I knew this was coming up. I knew this was gonna come up. All right, so we're gonna have to talk to Paul on Wednesday about the mail order bride. That's nice, man. That looks like it's in pretty. I know that's the face of nefarious thoughts.
It's got some tape on there. You know, that's what's kind of keeping it together. But
that's cool. And what's the price on that one?
It's a 10 center.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah. So this one's a fun one.
You cannot beat that. That's and there's collectors that are all about the romance covers. They're all about them. Yeah. Those old romance covers.
I said it's gorgeous. I was like, this is so cool.
It is. It is. That's fantastic.
Oh, and you don't even read the bottom, but guess what? You can win a treasure chest.
Nice.
There's a sweepstakes. I'm going to enter. Let's see if I can win. No, match. And then I got one weird thing to show this off. I got this as a free book. I bought some books from this guy, and he added this in as a free book, and then realized later that he was like, I couldn't believe I gave this to you as a free book. And I was like, what? Okay. So we all know Neil Adams, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Skate Man?
What?
No. Skate Man.
What in the world?
Yeah. Neil Adams, Skate Man.
What is it? Who's the publisher on that?
It's our PC. PC for the new era of comics. Yeah, I just recently I got books from him, but he threw this in, and it was like
nice.
Oh, but it was Neil Adams. What? Look at this guy. He just got kicked in the face by his skate. Never, Travis. Get out of here. But yeah, so this is some stuff I got. So yeah.
Very cool. Very cool, man. Thank you for sharing. All right, let's move it along to Mr. JT and see what he's got for us.
Okay, so I'm gonna go a different route, newer books. But before I get into that, I just wanted to show this off, just because I didn't get to show it off last show. This is from the show that I saw you at, Carlos.
Nice.
So I got this song by Randy Emberlin.
Oh yeah.
This was the original Carnage cover. This was the cover that was supposed to come out of Marvel.
Wow.
Cover instead.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty dope. I also got my book signed by him while I was there too, but it just came back from CGC.
Oh, nice. That's fast.
You're right.
I know, that's really fast. Okay, Southern Comic Geek is saying that was Pacific Comics for that other one.
Yeah, PC. Okay, yep.
PC Comics. Okay, so my first pickup. What's everybody's thoughts on this?
Oh,
this is Hulk.
I like the cover.
So Titan, I guess that's another personality inside the Hulk.
Yeah.
The last issue of that, the final fight between them two.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
is that an Otley? That's an Otley cover, right?
Right. Yep.
This is the end of the Kate's run, right?
Yeah. So Kate's isn't even writing it anymore. It's all Otley doing it on his own. It's crazy. Yeah. So this would be my final issue of Hulk. I just want to check it out because I like Donny Cates, but he's no longer with Marvel. So
gotcha.
I'm not picking that up anymore. Next book. Again, I love Monica.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that's a gorgeous cover.
Right. Yeah. So this cover is Lucas Warnick. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Cover. This is the final issue number 5. I haven't been able to read it yet, but it's a good series so far. Just got a little bit of time to read this. And then, since it's the last issue out, went ahead and got the variant.
Nice.
The Dotsons.
Nice.
Terry and what's her name? Rachel.
Very cool.
It's kind of hard to see.
That's a nice one though.
Okay.
Looks nice.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite characters.
You got those real nice bags and boards over there. They be shining. No.
free. That's why I go to my comic shop. They bag and board for you, so you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
there you go.
Shout out to the Comic Vault.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so which one do you go to of the Comic Vault?
The one on Fry Road.
Okay. Yeah, I go to the West Road one. Now, I could tell immediately that was your LCS when because it's like their little calling card without it being meant to is the little sticker.
Yeah, little back sticker. Yep.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm coming back over to you.
Right. No, I was just showing that little sticker. One more book. I'm gonna do. I didn't pick up that many books, so this week was a light week, which I love. You save money.
Oh yeah.
But getting all these Strange Academy books.
Dude, that cover is amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
That's my jam, though.
Regular A cover, no variant.
Yep.
I like it.
And the Scotty Young, the 1 in 25, is like it's going for like $100 or something like that. Something stupid.
Yeah. And I'll save the rest for the next round.
Nice. Okay. All right. So JT, Mr. Collector wants to know when you're going to go hunting together.
Man, tell him, come on, man. I'm waiting on you.
Oh.
I need all the miles, bro.
Very cool. And then here, hey, what's up, Teresa Newell? Teresa Newell is part of the Wednesday night showcast, and she's popping in. Hey, y'all, make sure and go check out Madhouse Comics and Collectibles. Yeah. They're an auction channel and a bunch of cool people. And I think they're saying is there's always room for one more in the Madhouse. I think it's how it goes. But yeah, make sure and check them out. She was on there tonight, and then
nice.
along with some others. Let's see. Weapon X says JT don't park in the compact parking. So if you've been following everybody on Instagram, you know that Mr. Collector, I guess, is still learning how to park or something. I'm not sure what's going on in that picture, but I know he got pretty upset with somebody who parked next to him. So, all right. So hey, we're gonna go ahead and do round two. Good night, Weapon Cross. If you don't mind taking care of that. Right. Exactly. Okay, so let me show these off real quick because I was pretty excited. So convention season is kicking off. Make sure that you're here tuning in if you're in the greater Houston area and you want to know what's going on at Comic Palooza, which is the next big convention here. We're going to be doing our coverage of that show a week from this Wednesday. We'll be doing another pre-show coverage. We're going to share all the stuff that information we found out about Comic Palooza. And some of the inside scoop, maybe from some of the folks that some new folks that are working there that we're connected to. But looking forward to sharing that with y'all. But if you're going to conventions and you're looking for something to wear, I've got a recommendation for you. Quick, just for full disclosure, Covered Tees, who I'm about to showcase, they did send me a couple of free t-shirts, so big shout out to them, big thanks to them. And there's a discount code that they're going to be sharing, but I did tell him don't worry about sending anything to me for y'all using it. I just wanted a discount code that people could use to get a discount on these really cool shirts. The way I work it here, or starting to work it, as more people are contacting me about the channel and featuring products, I will only cover or feature products that I personally either do or would spend money on. So that's just kind of a thing for me. I don't want, there'd been somebody that was interested in sponsoring, but I didn't really they had a cool product, but it just wasn't something that I would personally use or do personally use. So so I just decided at that point, any product I feature here, it's something that I'm either already buying or would have bought when I found out about it. So I'm just sharing that with you. So Covered Tees, they make high quality cover t-shirts, comic cover t-shirts. If you go to their website, coveredtees.com, you can see a bunch of samples. You can also find out more about them on their Instagram. So here's 4 samples. The thing I really like is that Mike and his team have a really good feel for matching t-shirt colors with iconic covers. And the process they use allows them to fill in the negative space with just the t-shirt. It's not just a full graphic of the cover, which was something that this is why I avoided cover-based t-shirts before, but why I got so excited when I found them, because they utilize the negative space for the shirt. So like on this Moon Knight that you see here in the graphic, that's all black t-shirt. It's just those little elements that are digitally printed on it. I've already washed the two that he sent to me. He sent me this Chamber of Chills and the Fantastic Four one. I'll be wearing them at out on the convention floors this summer, and I'll be ordering some more. And hint, hint, for those who are considering channel memberships, you might be getting your own custom shirt exclusive to this channel from our friends at Covered Tees, but more on that later. I wanted to show you this real quick. I don't often stand up, but this is the Chamber of Chills, and I'm a bigger guy, so I'm a bigger guy. So these are nice, they're comfortable, they're loose, and it's just a really quality shirt. And their prices are really good given the type of stuff they're doing. And here's the extra, like even the most cool part of all is that they don't just have like a set number of covers to choose from. Any cover you want, they will print it on a t-shirt, and if you let them, they'll choose the color for you. And I highly recommend that, because I was telling Mike, I was like, I think that's one of your big things is like you guys have some really dope combinations of covers with t-shirts, and I just think they do a really good job of it. So here's the discount code. If you use the discount code CCC20, you'll get 20% off your order during the month of May. That's right, CCC20. During the month of May, you get 20% off. And we're talking about, we're only talking about 20, and I know everybody's freaking out because I stood up. I'm not wearing boxers or underwear up here. I don't do that. So calm down, Southern Comic Geek. All right, I am wearing my sleep shorts though, so that's why they're plaid. To date, I have never appeared on the show in my boxers, but I mean, y'all would never know. I'm just, I'm being honest with you. All right, so here's the deal: 20% off. That's a huge discount. I was very appreciative to Covered Tees for extending that discount. 20% off your order. The discount code is CCC20. I'm also going to be there's Mike Bravo. I knew Mike Bravo was going to show up. But you will get 20% off your order. So this is one of the products that I highly recommend. Make sure and check it out because I think it's just a cool one. I'll show some of these, some of the shirts up close. This is one that I've got, the Fantastic Four one. It's really nice, really clear printing. Here's the Chamber of Chills one. Ones that I'm going to buy personally just because I like them as well. I picked the other two, but there's just so many covers that I want. This Moon Knight one just looks so sick. I really like this one. And this man thing, see, this is one of those ones where the combination of t-shirt with the cover art, it just works. And I think they do a really good job of matching them up. So check them out. They're coveredtees.com. They're also over here on Instagram. Like I said, if you go to their website and you order anytime during the month of May, today's May 1st, anytime during the month of May, using the code CCC20, you'll get 20% off your order. So make sure you do that. If you're looking for some convention wear, this is perfect for hitting the convention floor. I think the order was placed. I mean, it took less than 2 weeks, I think. And I don't know how busy. I know he's getting more and more popular, but yeah. So check it out. Make sure and check him out. That was my round for this time because I wanted to show, because again, this was a haul that I got as a pop culture pickup. It's not a comic, but it's comic related. So, and you get a cool discount code out of it. So check it out. And also later this month, I'm going to be revealing the first 2 tiers of channel membership. And yep, that's right. Comics and t-shirts, they're mixed up in it, but more on that later. Let's go ahead and keep it moving. I'm going to send it over to Rosko now. and see if he's got some. Rosko, you got some more books for us? All right, cool. Let's take a look at what else he found.
Well, real quick, just shout out to that bum Teresa in the chat. I won this from her as a giveaway. So I just actually got this in the mail the other day from her. So I just got to shout her out. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate it. Got here safe. But I love these blacklight ones.
Oh, nice.
So this is that Rogue blacklight.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that is,
oh, wow.
It's a beaut. So
that's really cool.
Yeah. So shout out to Teresa. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Like I said, it was a giveaway that I won. Where am my camera going there? Easy there. All right, so this came out a couple weeks ago. I don't know if anyone read this, but I was a wrestling fan. I'm not as big a wrestling fan as I was, as I was years ago. But once I saw this was a comic book, I said, I have to check this out. But the Ric Flair, codename Ric Flair.
Nice.
Did you guys read this?
No. I've not heard of that, but that's awesome.
Okay, so it's Scout Comics put this out, but codename Ric Flair. Really fun read, man. Like just a fun read. Like just like not like you don't have to think about much. He's an agent. You know what I mean? So it's Ric Flair.
When did this come out? When is this from?
This just came out. A couple weeks ago.
I think I saw something about. I need to check that out.
Yeah, but this was the cover that I wanted though. This was the woo the woo cover.
Right.
Yeah, but there was a ton of covers for it. I mean,
oh wow, I bet.
But no lie, good book, fun book, like just a fun read. Like I said, like he's a pimp. You know what I mean? Like him, like he's like the Rolex wearing. You know what I mean? Like that's right. Him in this book as like a but he's a badass agent, and he's also Ric Flair. The rest like. It's all. I mean, like, how can you go wrong? So, shout out if you want a fun, just real like a fun read. Check out Codename Ric Flair. Like I said, came out maybe a couple weeks ago, but was actually you ready? I think it was thrown to the side because of Spider Boy. I think that's what happened. Spider Boy just took over everyone.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
that week.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. So it was my birthday on Thursday. So I picked up a couple of birthday books for myself. First one, I'm just going to show three. First one here is this beautiful Marvel team up.
Nice.
Of Invincible and Spider-Man.
That was such a good issue.
Yeah, definitely needed this. So this is awesome. And then... this was on my top 8 list to get this year, so I'm so happy to get this. Wolverine issue number 8. This is a beautiful twin. I'm a huge fan of twins, the Arnold and Danny.
Yeah.
So this reminds me so much of that. So I had to get this, but it's a beautiful cover, beautiful copy. I got it for an unbelievable deal. So, yep. Birthday book, and then last birthday book. I got this for an unbelievable price, but it's
wow.
I'm getting some ASM in my some old school ASM. So
nice.
The only thing is that it's somewhat colored in his freaking eyes. But it's all good. I'm going to talk to someone and see if they can get that. But overall, it's a beautiful freaking copy. That's like the main thing, and that's why it was like a really good deal. So.
Yeah.
But I don't care. Like you really couldn't even tell unless I really pointed it out, or
that's
or if you sat there and stared at it and was like, "Hey, man, what's going on?" No. But yeah. So another birthday book. Yeah. So a couple of birthday books there for myself.
Very nice. We'll call that the colored eyes Spidey variant.
There you go. Nice. One of one.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, let me move it along to JT and see what else JT's got for us. JT, what you got?
Okay, so more new books, of course. Philadelphia. Philadelphia.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I like this cover. This is by a new artist, I think, J.A.W. Cooper.
Cool.
I like her. Jason Alexander still doing the art on the inside. This is a book by Rodney Barnes. A good book. Everybody, I think, should pick up. In this issue, no spoilers, but it's a crossover coming. So, Image, if y'all know Image Comics, y'all probably can figure out who it is coming to this book. This book's about vampires. So.
Nice. Yeah, and I think it's optioned, isn't it? So that's like a affordable key would be issue number 1, I think.
Yeah.
But I think I'd love it though. I think people should read it anyway. I think it's a great title.
And this is issue 30. So
Yeah.
It's pretty far in the series, right?
Wow.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's it for comics, but I do have some more pickups, comic related, I guess.
Nice.
I'm starting to get into these little Funko Pops. Don't have that many, but I have a few. I had to pick up this one. I got this from Heroes Like Me. Cool website. Y'all go check it out. Get these really cheap. Probably cheaper than you can in the store.
Wow.
So this is the Venom Carnage mashup that Miles had on. Like that. And then I got one more pop. Just because he's the GOAT.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So I got all these. I got this one on sale at Comic Book.
Nice.
It was 15, but it's 50% off.
Oh, nice. See, I always miss out on when their sales are.
Yeah, because they announce them last minute.
Right.
So you have to be in the area to get to it. But that is all I have.
Very cool.
Like I said.
Well, nice. I'm interested in that Philadelphia. I didn't pick it up early on. But yeah, I'm interested in hearing more about it when because I'm gonna have to have both of you guys back on because this has been fun. I've enjoyed this.
Okay.
So, well, I think that sounds like it's about it. Just a quick reminder to everybody watching, make sure and check out Rosko's channel. It's what is it at Geek Out with Rosko?
Yeah, you can check me out. My Instagram is also the same as YouTube. It's just Geek Out with Rosko, all one word. And like I said, you can check out my show Between the Lines. Like I said, I'm an artist, so I do.
Nice.
There's my Johnny Bravo Terminator. This one was the icy polar bear as Mr. Freeze.
Nice.
And then I did this for my birthday. Everyone knows the Drake meme, right? Where it's like, nah, but yeah. I did Cookie Monster, no cake,
Right.
but yeah, the cookie.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
but yeah, but check me out, Geek Out with Rosko. Yeah. So appreciate everyone.
Very
Thank
cool.
you. Appreciate
Very
you, Carlos. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. No, that's pretty cool, Mike Bravo. Seriously, the Johnny Bravo Terminator. I like it.
Thanks.
And now TM saying, okay, which one did you draw tonight? Was there one you drew tonight?
Yeah, okay. So tonight I'm not done it yet. I'm not finished, but it was what I was working on the show. So tonight was Disney mixed with Spider-Man and Disney mashup. So that's basically how the show is. It's like a lot of people say, give a theme, but people have been doing mashups lately, and it's been crazy. But so anyone know Web Slinger? He's an old Western Spider-Man where he shoots webs out of his guns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I made Woody into him. He has
nice.
So I'm in the process of
that.
making him.
That is fire. Yeah, I like that, man.
And then he has the horse.
Yeah.
So.
That's so cool.
So I didn't get to finish it tonight. I had a lot going on today, but I usually try to have it done. I usually start before the show,
right?
And try to have it done while I'm on. But I was just so far behind. But yeah, so like I said, it was an idea I had. Just
very cool.
Yeah,
So, hey,
and then
okay,
this was
what do
this. I
you
got
do
this
with
one
all
here.
the sketches?
Well, they're all right here. You're seeing them right now. No,
Oh,
He just keeps them.
Reptar cereal.
oh, okay, okay, nice.
No, they're for sale. I mean, if anybody ever hits me up, if you want, actually, okay. So I have this and a Beetlejuice on my Instagram that was for a raffle, but it never filled. So I think I'm gonna cancel it and see if I can sell them. But yeah, all my artwork's for sale. If you want to hit me up, Geek Out with Roscoe. Um,
Nice.
yeah, but a
Okay.
lot of that stuff is available. So I have a lot
Very
of stuff.
cool. Very cool, man. I like those. I like those.
Nice.
All right, JT. JT, what say what's
Sure.
up, everybody? And
Okay, so again, you can follow me on Instagram, JT_comic books. Also, check out the club, Comic Book Fiend Club.
yes, okay, so tell me about I've seen y'all and y'all are pretty intimidating, to be honest.
No,
At the
we
conventions,
are nice.
and I'm like, okay,
We're
the comic book
like-minded
guys-
brothers that come together, talk comics. I mean, it's a social club. Comic Book Fiend Social Club. Check us out. It's on Instagram.
Yeah,
Or you can go to the website.
is an actual Dracula in there? I believe
Where?
actual Dracula is a member.
Wait, what is? Wait, what?
There's a guy named Adrian. His name is Actual Dracula on YouTube. I think he's a member
Oh,
as well.
actual.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
Oh,
talking about
okay.
Dracula. I'm like, Dracula.
I was like, I thought you were asking.
I'm sorry.
At first, I thought you were like, is that an actual Dracula, like on his
Oh.
wall?
No, my bad.
Yeah.
No, he's a YouTuber, but I believe he's a member as well, and so
Oh, very cool. Okay,
yeah. So
very nice.
I'm just putting up my pictures back up.
Nice. Okay. Well, cool. I know, like Tim Nerd, like with that smile, how can you be intimidated?
Right. Not a-
Well, okay. For those who don't know, JT is about a foot taller than me, I think. And the vests are cool. The vests are cool.
Yeah, right.
It's just
Yeah,
when
they
there's
are.
all y'all when all y'all roll up and you come in, it's like there should be slow motion and like some really like hardcore music behind y'all, and like hardcore biker music. So
Yeah.
so cool.
Like
Okay,
Sons of
yeah, because I
Anarchy?
didn't know what the story was on that, because I'd seen the vests around, but I didn't know what the story was on the Comic Book Fiend Club. So it's on the website. Was it comicbookfiendclub.com or?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
ThemeClub.com.
Good deal. All right.
Carlos, what were you thinking? Like Sons of Anarchy?
Right.
The thing was, I wasn't 100% sure. Like, I knew it was like a comic book group, but they all look like they all look like they could own motorcycles. And so I was like,
It's the
maybe they
best.
do own motorcycles, maybe they don't. But yeah, but the vests are sweet. The vests are pretty dope. So
You know what? You guys got a theme song. If you instead of like they go riding through this world, you can say reading through this book
nice.
with my gang. No.
That's perfect right there. That is it. All right, folks, thanks so much for being with us tonight. We're going to go ahead and bring it in for a landing. Couple of quick reminders. You heard from both of these guys. Make sure and check them out on both Instagram and on for Rosko on YouTube. Between the Lines airs on Mondays. At what time is it? Because you go by Eastern time, right?
Yeah, 8:35 Eastern time. Yeah,
Okay,
8:35
8:35 Eastern, so that'll be 7:35 Central. On Geek Out with Roscoe, you can find him on both Instagram and YouTube. And then for JT, you can find him as at JT_comic books on Instagram. Both of these guys really cool, have a lot of cool stuff, and definitely recommend connecting with them, because hey, this comic community is all about connecting with one another around this hobby that we all love. So as I had mentioned, I think a little bit earlier on in the broadcast, I did want to take a moment just to kind of recognize that we lost a member of the comic book community. I do this sometimes, and I know I always appreciate the grace that's extended to me when I do decide to go and pray on the channel, like when we're on a live stream, because I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I like to do that sometimes, especially in a time like this when there's a family, and they lost. So Chad RCG was an active member of the comic book community, largely here on YouTube, but you could also find him on Instagram. And we did find out earlier this evening that he passed away from a post on a friend of his Instagram. I don't know really any details. I do know that there is a GoFundMe that's been set up, and I think it's starting to be shared on it's starting to be shared out. I don't have a link for it yet, but you can follow on Instagram because I'll be sharing it there as well. And yeah, so we want to just make sure I love to pray for folks, but also we also want to help practically. So if you're able to donate to that GoFundMe, I recommend doing that, because I know that an unexpected loss of a family member can be a huge thing. And I walked
Mhm.
alongside many families during that time period. And so any financial help that they can get is always appreciated and helpful. In addition, I do know that Sans, I think he's Sans Group _ collectibles here on YouTube. Also, make sure that you're subscribed to him if you like comic auctions. But Sans I think is going to be doing a charity auction or a fundraiser auction, comic auction for the family, to benefit the family as well. But there's a GoFundMe that's set up. But if you'd also like to contribute in another way by like buying some comic books, then that 100% of that will go over to that. But I'll be sharing some of that out probably on Wednesday because it is very new and fresh. And so so there'll be time to help in other ways, like practical ways. But right now, just a reminder to everyone, Chad was very big on, as I shared earlier, Chad was very big on family. There was several times, there was times when I know he chose to have to cancel an appearance on YouTube, on a YouTube show here or there, because he wanted to because he needed to or wanted to spend time with family, or something with family came up. So I know that family was real important to him. So just a reminder, just kind of in his honor, make sure to reach out to a member of your family or members of your family, this evening or in the morning, because family's important. And maybe even if I could be so bold as to say, if there's family that you're estranged from, it's not a bad idea to reach out sometimes. And I know that there can be deep hurts and stuff like that, but, so I'm not minimizing that at all. But I do think that family is incredibly important. And I know that's just something that continues to come up and be just like a personal reminder for me that no day is promised to us. So we want to try to love those that are closest to us. And I don't always mean blood family. So understand that sometimes family is a tight group of friends that we're connected to and that we enjoy spending time with. Sometimes family is chosen. So just that reminder in honor of Chad. And I'm just gonna say a quick prayer for it, and then we're gonna go and wrap up the show. But again, big thanks to Rosko and JT for being here, and yeah. So I'm just gonna pray for us, and then we'll go and wrap the show. So God, I just pray for Chad's family right now, and I just thank you for the life that he lived and how it impacted so many. And I just ask that you would just be with his family right now, bring comfort and love and light to them. And for all those within the community that are feeling loss, I just pray that in his honor, we would reach out to those who are closest to us, to our family, to our friends, and just, take them to lunch, or just let them know what they mean to us, send a quick text or make a quick call, because it is important. And family is one of the most important things that we can have in this life. So God, just be with his family during this time, and let us as a community do what we can to help and support them during their time of loss. So I just pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. All right.
Amen.
So hey, again, thank y'all for being here tonight, and we will catch y'all. I'm going to go back into a group screen right now, and we will catch y'all later. And again, in honor of Chad, we won't be playing it out with the usual music that you're used to. It'll just be us saying, have a good night, and we've enjoyed spending our time with you tonight. One of the highlights of my week, because this, this cluster, this community means a lot to me. So thank y'all. Y'all have a great night, and we will see y'all next time.